Relatively dry, so good news for tomorrow, Wednesday at the square. Temperatures, though, I think we're going to be more mid-80s as we are anticipating to see a little bit more sunshine. Now, not a bright sunny day expected really any day this week. It'll be kind of a mix of sun and clouds, but I do think we should see a little more sunshine during the day tomorrow than we did today. Mostly cloudy with some occasional breaks, and we're starting to see maybe a few more breaks late this afternoon. And right now, mostly cloudy, meaning more clouds and sunshine, and around 81 degrees. That is the high for the day. Dew points, though, did not drop much during the overnight. Did fall enough into the 60s to allow morning lows into the 60s, but they're right back into the 70s, and I don't foresee them really dropping much over the next several days, really going right through Saturday. So today's high 81, while not quite a record, we are going to be flirting with records for the rest of this week. 70s and low 80s on the map right now. High humidity, those dew points in the 70s, we can officially call them muggy, and the muggies are back through the week because we've got a strong southerly wind, and those winds are going to actually increase during the day tomorrow. So we have a wind advisory in effect starting at 9 a.m. through 7 tomorrow. We'll have to reassess that if it's needed for Thursday and on into Friday. But during the day, winds will be sustained at 15 to 25 and gusting at times to around 40. So use caution on any elevated roadways. In any of the unprotected areas along the lake shores or coast, could see some significant coastal flooding because of these stronger winds. Now, the light green is expecting more of a minor flooding. The darker green are the coastal flood watches, and that's where we could be more of a moderate to significant coastal flooding concern because of those sustained winds over the next several days. Severe weather likely to develop across the plains, and that's where it's going to stay over the next several days, with some spots across parts of the plains and into the Midwest expecting nearly a foot of rain. Kind of a significant issue for those folks, but not an issue here because we are dominated by high pressure. So in terms of rainfall, maybe a little stray sprinkle or two over the next couple of days. Notice our model does have us under cloudy skies in the morning, and then with a little bit more afternoon heating, kind of breaking out into more sun. That occurs, we'll easily get into the mid-upper 80s, and that looks to be the pattern over the next several days. We'll get enough sunshine during those afternoon hours to heat us into the mid and upper 80s. What will really help to drive that is an upper ridge that is developing right now and pushing to our east, or pushing to the west, staying to our east. But it keeps us under this dome of high pressure, which keeps us mostly dry, very warm. With upper troughing out west, we are squeezed in between. That's the reason why we have the strong winds. Finally, as we head toward the latter half of the weekend, the upper ridge gets suppressed a little bit more down to the south and east, and this upper troughing pattern will take hold and does look to bring in a significant drop in our temperatures. So for the next several days, we're under that ridge. That keeps us mid-upper 80s, and again, flirting with records just about every day. Temperatures dropping on Sunday with some rainfall and some much cooler weather on the way starting next week. Flooding threat will be ongoing through the week to areas to our north. As we head into Saturday and the upper pattern kind of finally starts changing a bit, we will start to see some rain heading our way. At the moment, we'll have to reassess for Sunday's flooding threat. As regards to the heavy rain potential, we'll have to see. Right now, though, it is looking to be a fairly wet day on Sunday with this front moving on through. Still uncertain with even the severe threat, as it's just a little too far out. Again, we will know a little bit more as we get closer to Sunday, but Sunday and even into Monday morning, we'll probably have the rainfall around with temperatures dropping through the day Sunday. Monday we'll have highs in the only mid to upper 60s and a beautiful day on the way for Tuesday. So cooler weather is coming, but through Saturday we stay warm and windy.